Alright, hello, we're back. Did you miss us? Oh, right, this isn't the controller for this. I'm an idiot.
Little bit.
Little bit indeed. But alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Some idiot still needs to go through the battle subway 3 times to get the remaining to get the remaining battle points for his Life Orb. So, keeping in mind the official goblin business that Snowy got in, like, right at the end of the stream, well, right at the end of the Ace Attorney part of the stream, let's proceed.
Of course. But, can you defeat the battle subway upside down?
Well, the question's gonna be, can I even get there when I'm upside down? But we will try. By the way, don't waste your points, LG. Making me lose my save file in this game has already happened once, and it was a complete accident.
But then won't that just make it a real kick in the pants if I did it again?
I'm pretty sure there would be open mutiny. Oops, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way! See, I don't even think I'm going to make it back to Nimbasa. Oh, it's winter again. I completely forgot that it's a whole new month since the last time I streamed this.
Yeah, but... that...
Well, I didn't stream it last week, so...
yeah, so that'll be it.
Alright, Nimbasa, 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 Mufasa. Yeah, no, so I figure that's what we can do, because it's not exactly entertaining, and I did spend a good chunk of last time in the battle subway, but I do want to do it, and I feel like it's better if I try it on stream than off stream, so that y'all can see just how stupid things can get. I mean, y'all saw that last time, right? I don't even remember. Oh god, the Hoosier What's It's in here is broken. I forgot about that. I think it's the orange line that I need.
I genuinely have no clue.
I was looking to hit the sign, but... okay. What does this say? Platform for... yes! Good. Okay. Hey, get back in the... this is devastating because of how that platform works. But yeah, I have... what is it? I have 32 BP, I need 48.
Yeah.
And if I go through this and manage to beat the subway bosses one more time, so that's a total of 3 times through 7 each, I will have the 48 that I require.
And then some.
No, that's it. So Jitterbug is number 1. And for the first 2 rounds, we'll have Strawberry as my second. I will have exactly 48, because it's 3 per run. If I hit 7, that's without getting the bosses, and then it's 10 for the run that I get the bosses. So that's a total of 16. You always focus on attack. Always focus on attack. Attack! Destroy! Consume! Alright, we'll do the first battle upside down. That'll be at least 5 minutes or so, probably. Blitzel Scraggy. And you have Haxorus. Hell yeah! That is a powerful partner. Wait, Blitzel might have Lightning Rod. So we will simply attack it with Bug Buzz. Or it knocks out that before I even have a chance, but Bug Buzz is going to be neutral on the Scraggy anyway, so... Ooh, it lived! And that low sweep on the Haxorus is going to lower its speed. For some reason, I thought low sweep was a Gen 6 move.
No, I remember dealing with it in Gen 5.
I don't, like... Obviously, yeah, I was wrong, but... Scraggy goes down.
Power Up Punch was the bullshit fighting move introduced in Gen 6.
It was. And when you factor
to be
in...
fair, though, it was mostly just Kangaskhan.
I was going to say, when you factor in Mega Kangaskhan, yeah, that is definitely
on its own,
a thing.
it is relatively fair.
Well, it helped me in Norman's gym in Alpha Sapphire. I would power up Punch Protect to deal with slacking.
Yeah, slacking is...
Ooh. That survived by 1 HP. Wow. Poor Haxorus, but I'm pretty sure this is their last Pokemon, so... Insult to injury will take it out with a move that it quad resists. Take that, you poltroons. But yeah, however long this goes, it goes. So, you know, it's going to take some time. But I don't know if it's going to take an hour. Do I want to just do this the whole time upside down?
I mean...
For variety's sake? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're going to flip it back up after this battle.
It's funny, but it also introduces, like, watchability concerns after a point.
Yeah, so you know what? We'll flip things back now while all the Pokemon are being sent out. Alright. But yeah, no, this was kind of the plan, where if I ran short in my stream tonight, I would just do this. And if I didn't run short on my stream tonight, then I would just get to this like tomorrow morning, because I'm off from work the whole week. Hooray!
Woohoo!
Granted, Wednesday and Thursday are holidays, mind you, but still. I spy a monkey. Kill the monkey! Well, fine, even if you kill the monkey first. Boulder is not ground type. And if it was, I would have used Energy Ball instead. There's the Sturdy, but it's paralyzed. Surprised that it targeted Haxorus when that would have been super effective on Jitterbug, but not complaining. Oh boy, everything's got Rocky Helmet. It's funny, because Rocky Helmet is the item that I'm looking to replace on Mawile. I'll give it to something else. I will, but... Alright. But yeah, no, this is an excellent way, especially at this point in the game when I actually have a team that's halfway put together. But like, this is a way where even early on, you can kind of go in and cheese these trains, cheese these battles with an opponent, or with not with a with an ally who actually has very competent Pokemon. You can see, right? My Galvantula wasn't doing much in the past couple of battles. It was really mostly just Haxorus.
Yeah, the teammate is a pretty good cover in this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Intimidate. And that thing's got Levitate. Not that I'd want you to use something like Earthquake, but we'll Bug Buzz the... Well, actually, you're gonna... Yeah. But it still made sense to use Bug Buzz anyway, because Dynamo... Well, both of them resist Thunder. There you go, you finally got a KO, Gal. And it's not that Jitterbug is bad. It's not that Jitterbug is bad.
Yeah, Galvantula is pretty good.
And the moveset's relatively solid. But the Haxorus being faster just means Galvantula's not going to get a ton of work done. But yeah, the reason that I wanted to formally end my previous stream and is so that I can specifically have it as two separate recordings, two separate episodes, so that I don't end up with an Ace Attorney that's got a bit of Blaze Black in it. So I think that it should be two separate videos now, which is fine. That waitress is meowing at me. What is this, one of those special cafes that I was at while I was in Japan? You didn't hear that.
Mayhaps.
Japan is great. Like, I found myself thinking about that trip again. I mean, I find myself thinking about that trip very often, let's be honest here. Alright, this may not go too well because Ghost does resist Bug, but oh well. Anyway, I suppose I could give my impressions of Ace Attorney 4. I think I've been pretty good about that in general, though, throughout the series. I'm not a huge fan of the game. Like, what they did to Phoenix, right, and consider the fact that I hate Phoenix for his abandonment of Iris, what they did to Phoenix, right, was still wrong.
I don't really mind it. I enjoy watching characters I enjoy have a bad time.
Okay, but this wasn't just a bad time. This was an out-of-character time. Like, I'm okay with seeing characters that I love and appreciate go through difficult time, but, like, it needs to be in character. Phoenix was so out of character in this game, it was ridiculous. Like, it almost...
I mean, he did get kicked out of his dream job and spend 7 years kind of dealing with that.
Yeah, but even that in and of itself was insanely out of character for the game. And for the universe. Because again, this is what he spent so many years fighting against. Nobody worth their salt would have believed it, and people would have and could have smelled a setup.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh. I know what broke, Snowy. What broke was that I had those alerts off on this scene. So, okay, you did in fact redeem that. And, you've got another one, LG.
Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Can you defeat the battle subway without your glasses?
Considering the fact that I'll be relying on Hilbert, probably. Yoko, keep an eye on these for me.
Please see table for business cards on your way out.
Well, there's a second one, I believe. Can't see, so not 100% sure. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, so that's the thing, Snowy. For some reason... Well, actually, I know why I disable those, because apparently this is what's bleeding into it. I had the opposite happen of what was happening to me for a while. When I first started streaming on this channel, sound effects and shit were bleeding over from the Bulba Garden channel, or from my Bulba Garden stream scenes into my personal channel stream scenes. More recently, I had the reverse happen, where someone subscribed or followed my channel, and that bled into the sound effect bled into a Bulba Garden stream that I did. So I always have to remember to disable all of my sounds and noises and dings and bings between streams.
Yeah, that's fair, that makes sense. Anyway, can you defeat the battle subway without your glasses and while testifying your undying love towards Melee?
You know, there is a character in this subway who is in Hisui. I wish it was Melly that was here, but alas, it wasn't. LG, are you aware of the stupid idea that I gave Dawning a couple Saturdays ago?
I don't believe so.
I believe, well, okay, I don't exactly remember how it came up in conversation, but the end result of this is Dawning is going to be drawing a oh, right, I remember how it came up in conversation. I said that I'm not married to anybody except my wife, and the end result of this is I'm pretty sure Dawning is going to draw a picture of me getting married to Melee.
Oh, yeah, I mean, as you would.
Yeah, that
as
is
we
the
all
ultimate.
know that you would if given the option.
Yes, that is of course the ultimate truth and my ultimate truth, because I feel bad for my wife because she will always come second fiddle to Melee in my heart. And that's really not fair to her, but God, I hope she never actually watches my streams. Honey, if you're watching this, it's all lies.
We made him say it.
Yes.
Blame us.
Okay, with that disclaimer out of the way. No, look. The whole redhead thing, I mean, it's so cliche for a guy to be in love with redheaded ladies. Y'all should have seen that for the farce. Yeah, y'all should have seen through that as the farce that it was right from the start. It was just me being as basic as I possibly could to avoid suspicion that in reality, no, it's not redheaded girls that I like, it's purple-headed guys. And Melly really is my type, always has been and always will be. But I can't let anybody know that.
I'm sorry to inform you that you may have slipped up once or twice.
Nah, nobody knows. It's impossible. So I don't remember what battle number this is. Melly wouldn't have forgotten how many battles he's already done on this damn train.
This is car number 7.
Oh good, so I'm just about done with this run.
Yeah.
I should be getting some points then. Hopefully. And we never even saw what Hilbert's second Pokemon is. Okay, let me show that before, because... Let's see, so Hilbert's got Haxorus. I can't see what these moves are, but you can. I think 3 of them are Dragon. I saw Dragon Claw and Dragon Dance. The last one is a ground one. I guess it's Earthquake.
Yep, Earthquake, and the other one is Dragon Tail.
Uh-huh. Then it looks like... I don't know what the hell that is. I think that's Crocodile, Earthquake, Crunch, Stone Edge... Wow, so he's really focusing on Dragon... Is that Dragon Tail or Dragon Claw? I think that's Dragon Tail. Don't know why he's focusing on that of all things, but that's who Hilbert brought to the party this time. I'm gonna zap stuff. See, I really do like Compound Eye's Thunder on Galvantula. It's so good.
It's really good.
Not as good as the Great and Powerful Melee, mind you, but it's still fantastic. Is that Pansear now faster than both Haxorus and Galvantula?
It's possible.
Well, Galvantula missed, so...
I didn't watch
Yeah,
what
no,
was
it
happening,
is.
so-
It's faster. That's ridiculous.
Good job, little guy.
Stupid monkeys. Speaking of, those are apparently in Z-A.
They are. Finally, they're back.
I shouldn't be surprised they were in XY.
Yeah, but I think lots of stuff was in XY that isn't in ZA.
Really? Well,
Admittedly, that may have changed with the DLC, but like, yeah, I think it's only like a couple hundred Pokemon in the base game.
wow, and some of it is newer Pokemon that wouldn't have even been. That's ridiculous. That's yet another reason why Z-A is such a crappy game. And by the way, I can say that having played it a little bit now.
I think it works a lot better than trying to cram the entire Kalos Dex into that area.
I mean,
I think it was ridiculous trying to cram the entire Kalos
game
Dex
into Lumiose.
Kalos. No, the entire Kalos Dex into Kalos. I think it's too big.
Yes, that's not unfair. But here's the other thing that I will say. Within 5 minutes of starting that game, I had to watch an ad, and during that ad, my bag was stolen.
She did. He did. That did happen.
This never would have happened in Pallet Town. This never would have happened in Goldenrod City. This never would have happened in Lava Ridge Town. Never would have happened in Jubilife. Never would have happened in Nimbasa. Only in Kalos would it have happened. It wouldn't have even happened in Mesa Goza, or I don't actually remember any town from Galar off the top of my head. Baloney City, or whatever it's called, with the Glimwood Tangle.
Okay, but counterpoint, they had a really cute Panchip, so I can't be mad at them.
Alright, let's take a look at Hilbert's Pokemon this time. It might...
Oh yeah, Pyrite Town. Pyrite Town would steal your bag, your wallet, and your Pokemon.
That's not untrue, but the whole point of those games is that they were that Pokemon were thieves. Thieves were everywhere, but Electros is nice. Don't discount Braviary either. Alright, so we got Jitterbug. Let's do a favor for that Braviary if we can and wipe out the Vanillish. Well, we didn't, but we aerolyzed it. It got the Scraggy. Superpower is such a bad move. Well,
Has it smell?
bye-bye Jitterbug. So it was a 1-for-1 trade that time. I forgot Vanillish could learn Miracle. Maybe that was something they added to this game.
I have no idea. Also, yeah, I checked, and without the DLC editions or the mystery gift quests, it is exactly 230 Pokemon in the Lumio stacks.
Tirtoga versus Caracosta. That's gonna end well for you. But yeah, no. I'm not 100% sure why I started playing that before I started playing Pokopia. I think part of the reason is I may want to stream Pokopia. And I also don't mind if I get... Oh, the combat system sucks. Have I said that yet? I don't remember if I said that yet. The combat system sucks. I hate it.
I like it.
No. I don't like cooldown between moves. I don't like that there's no set turn order. I don't... Well, okay. I don't mind real-time combat. Look at Breath of the Wild, right? But, like, there's no specific attacks. There's the button combinations, the user interface. It's horrible. Like, the D-pad is used to shift between your Pokemon, and the X, Y, B, you know, X, Y, A, B is used to stay moves. It's such a colossal pain in the ass. Also,
I think it was pretty alright.
no. Also, in my very first battle against that Pancham, it got stuck behind a fucking dumpster.
Oh yeah, the pathfinding can be. Pokemon can be really dumb.
And again, that also makes things miss. Like, nobody was asking for a return of any and all of your Pokemon's moves can miss for bullshit reasons. Nobody was asking for that.
See, I like that. That's part of the fun, because provided you stay away from dumpsters and the scaffolding in that one hyperspace distortion, it's on you.
No. Give me my stationary Pokemon battles on the ground. Nobody's moving. Well, this is going to be bad for me. That Blitzel is a problem. Oh, hey, never mind. Quick Claw. Down goes Roggenrola. So that's a double KO for me. But yeah, no, it's... I get why they try to do things that change up the combat, and I can't... Like, I appreciate that they didn't reuse the stupid agile-style, strong-style crap from Legends Arceus, but this is worse.
Fortunately, it seems to be something they're just doing in the Legends games.
Yeah.
So theoretically, all the main series stuff should stay how it's been.
one can think, like, we'll see what happens when Winds and Waves comes out, and I can now actually definitely stream that. But it will be a thing. Like, I'm looking to see if they try to include any combat weirdness in that, and I hope to heck they don't. Oh, I'm going with the Angry Bird. I'm definitely going with the Angry Bird.
I'm definitely getting Pom Pom.
Yeah, see, that's the basic choice for that. Like, if straight guys liking...
I am a basic bitch.
If straight guys liking redheaded girls is basic, then going for the dog starter is also basic. Also, I think I've said this before, but just to clarify, yeah, technically I would say that I've always been somewhat partial to redheads, but it was only after my wife started dyeing her hair red that it really skyrocketed, if Skylar will pardon the pun. So it's more of an I'm very attracted to my wife kind of thing. Which, Jay, you weren't here, and Snowy, you also weren't here when I mentioned how my wife reacted when I got the Switch too. So that's probably a story that I'm going to need to mention again. Okay, so this thing's got Pluck, so it's probably going to try that on the Snivy. I'll Thunder the Frillish. Well, there goes my Thunder. You stole my Thunder! That's not just an expression anymore. See, I watched Abby play it, and that's kind of what got me starting to think, hey, I think that this is really going to be interesting and fun and different. See, it's not that I dislike things that are different. I dislike things that are different for pointless and stupid reasons, but I do appreciate things that are different. I do appreciate things that, you know, try to do something new or bring something new to the table. But, like, I don't appreciate them messing with my combat system or making things that are way too complicated buttons, because as we all know, I can't handle shit that's got weird buttons.
The weird complicated buttons thing is funny to me because I know that you just don't play a lot of those kinds of games, but for me that was like, wow, how simple, how intuitive.
I got a fish.
Simple, how intuitive. Sure, simple and intuitive. Anyway, for Jay and Snowy's sake, allow me to tell the tale of what happened when my wife saw me walking in with my package for the Switch 2.
Okay, so you remember how last time you told the story in song form?
I have to do it again.
You do.
That makes perfect sense, so let's do it using this tune this time. When my beloved wife saw me walking in with that package, She took it from me and told me that I wasn't allowed to play on my new Switch 2 until I completed my chores. That was absolutely very fair, and she was right. Not only did I complete my standard Sunday chores, but I also did more. I cleaned out my Lego room so I can actually see the floor. There's now room in this room for me to put together and use that new desk. Sometimes my wife realizes that I have zero impulse control, and she knows that if she wants me to focus, she needs to take away my distractions. That tends not to work very well, though, since she is my biggest distraction. How was the encore compared to the first attempt?
I feel like you struggled a lot more to fit the beat of this one.
That's because it was a more complicated tune as opposed to me just making up shit.
Reasonable.
Like last time I wasn't even singing to a specific tune, I was kind of just going. And just instead of saying words, I was singing them instead, but it didn't really feel like there was a specific song in mind. If you get what I'm saying. Also, I love how that not very effective, that not very effective superpower still took out LGN. Oh no, wait, it was probably Thrash, not Superpower. I wasn't paying enough attention. Like, honestly, I am only paying, like, half attention to this, which I really, especially with the last set of battles coming up, I really will have to pay attention. This is the last car for this run. Oh no, I came to play without taking off my uniform. Oh good, another maid/waitress. Quite frankly, it's better that you didn't take your uniform off before coming to play. Uh-oh. There's a very sus Pokemon here. Very sus. I'll focus on the Basculin. Basculin is faster than I think it is. Yeah, see? I don't know how the hell that stupid fish is as fast as it is.
I forget how fast Basculin is, but I know Basculegion is faster. Damn, 98 is good.
98 base speed?
Yeah.
No. Oh no.
Focus Sash.
Not the Focus Sash isn't what I'm worried about.
Oh, they left the Mungus alive. Rookie mistake.
Blast it! Alright, if Leavanny goes down, fine. Good.
Wow, Basculegion is slower than Basculin.
That doesn't surprise me. No.
I guess I'm just so used to Swift that I never really registered that.
Stop that. Oh, this thing sucks. I think Thunder completely bypasses accuracy in the rain. Alternatively, that can happen. Good job, Braviary. Then again, it's all for naught because Pignite isn't part fighting type now, it's part ground type.
That's
So...
an interesting choice.
Oh yeah, did you... Actually, I was going to say, did you not know you haven't been on any of these particular streams before because they're usually Wednesday nights. Welcome to Blaze Black.
Fantastic, glad to be here.
Where there's a reason why I have a Delibird on my team. A Delibird named Juggernaut at that. That stupid fuck KO'd like 2 or 3 of my team members while I was trying to catch it.
Incredible.
Alright. So this is it. Now we need one more run on the train, or if we don't beat the battle subway bosses, we're gonna need several more runs. But alright, it's gonna be Jitterbug again, and then the Baconator this time. Because Baconator is good against all of the subway bosses' Pokemon. If memory serves. We've got Galvantula, Garbodor, Durant. I always forget. Klinklank. And I can't forget Klinklank because Klang was such a pain in the ass. They gave Klang Motor Drive. Which makes sense for what it is. But like, one Thunder on a Motor Drive Klang, and it just started I have, knock on this table, I haven't actually lost any of these yet. But it wouldn't surprise me if I do at some point. Ah, you've got Mind Shell, so I figure you're... Well, actually, you're probably going to go for... It doesn't matter what you go for, a Thunder is the correct option. Oh, good. Jay is doing the smart thing and putting me on mute. That is the smart thing, because I am too fucking loud. Alright, Alomomola. I'll target the Alomomola. I think that's going to be the bigger problem. Wide guard. You calling me fat? May your high jump kick never miss, Mind Shell. Oh, I should actually ask you, LG, how much do you know about Blaze Black?
A ton. I know that it's like a difficulty hack, but I don't really know all that much outside of that.
So there are some type changes, right? Your starters end up being Grass Dragon, Fire, Ground, and Water Fighting. You also have stat changes, right? Like I said, Delibird is a beast. Moveset changes as well. So, you know, you obviously to go with some of those type changes and stat changes, you have boosts to specific stats or things like that. But like, overall, it's So all of the gym leaders have 6 Pokemon, all of them. Your first battle against the triplets is a rotation battle against the 5 fire-type starters, right? The base form 5 fire-type starters. And, well, that's going to be a problem for... Yeah, that's a problem for Jitterbug. Ouch. and the elemental monkey. You can obtain all 649 Pokemon that existed as of the time of this, as of the time of this game. You can obtain them in the game. So that's why I have the caught count. And it's brutal, right? The gym leaders, like I said, all have 6 Pokemon. They're all extremely tough. Bryson was the most recent one that I beat, and I think his highest Pokemon was level 63.
That's big.
And Skyla, you had to fight in triple battles.
Interesting.
Keep in mind, for triple battles, grounded Pokemon are restricted for which slots they can attack, but flying Pokemon don't have that restriction.
Oh, is that how that was defined?
Yes.
I knew that it was a thing, but I could not for the life of me discern a pattern in who could and could not.
Well, I am relying solely on Hilbert. Which is a good strategy, because Hilbert carried us through. Emboar is going to be fantastic if we make it to the subway bosses. It's not as great as Chertoga or Caracosta in the interim. But yeah, that's really the main thing, right? So you've got people, I mean, obviously, gym leaders don't use legendaries, but their teams are basically out of Pokemon from the original 649 from this era. No fairy type introduction, right? So it's still Gen 5 mechanics across the board, but just some it's a major difficulty spike. All right, that was kind of rude of you, but I should have seen that coming. Blasted Garbodor. Garbodor knows Psychic. Your mind shall got its mind blown by the garbage. Crustle. Alright, my best move is Thunder. We'll aim for the Garbodor. That's broken Crustle sturdy if it had it. Chandelure is an excellent switch. Probably, maybe. Not great.
No, that's a rock type that's staring down.
And I didn't finish off the Garbodor, but at least it was paralyzed. Yeah, okay, but it's a rock that was using a bug type move, which was quad resisted by Chandelure. Pretty sure Chandelure is going to be faster than it. Or Quick Claw. Oh god!
I can't see what's happening, but it sounds like exactly what I expected.
That's right, Purier's signature move.
I think other Pokemon get it.
I don't think as of this gen... Man, I have been very lucky with that Garbodor and Paralysis. And he's still got one Pokemon behind that.
Yeah, Rebel and Crustle have always gotten Rock Wrecker.
Really?
Yeah, ever since their introduction in Gen 5.
Oops.
Always had it.
Oh, thank God. That animation was a bit slow, and I thought for a second that it missed with high jump kick, which would have KO'd it. Oh, no, 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 none of that.
Yes, all of that.
Well, that was just an unfortunate round. Giga Drain. That's not very effective. But you've got leftovers or Black Sludge, don't you? Well, the good news is my last Pokemon should be able to take this out easily if it... None of that! None of that! None of that, you almost literal dick! Whew. Excellent time for a crit, Jitterbug.
I reckon you had it without it.
I don't think so. I think it was just outside of KO range.
Yeah, because you got it down that far with 2 attacks with a heal in the middle.
Maybe. But you see how this third run of trains, right, they've amped up the difficulty significantly.
I mean, that's just the sum.
Yeah, it's what they do. I'm not saying that this is anything new, I'm just saying, whew. Oh, well, fine. I thought you would have aimed at the thing that you were super effective on. Oh well, Thunder's still strong even if it's resisted. Or not. Bye, Jitterbug. Oh, never mind.
Kilbert has refused to carry you now.
Well,
What, you want me to play intelligently? I don't know, man. Seems dumb.
you stand to gain as many points as I do. Also, I'm actually glad that I have Embor in the back. Because otherwise, Caracosta in this situation would not work so well. Oh good, you have your own mind, Shao. Well, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And that's wonderful. I'm glad that I did what I did. Its Mind Shao is gonna take out ours, because it had like a power herb or power something or another. That's just gonna go and get squishified. Alright, you've still got your Chandelure. My Shell Bell heals some of that. I don't think this thing is going to be a problem, hopefully. Chandelure does not have Levitate, so this is not the time for an Earthquake. That's going to be a ton of damage.
Strength is rock type in this one.
Yes. Oh yeah, some of the move types have also changed. So, for example, Strength is 85 power Rock with 100% accuracy, which makes it better than Rock Slide. Except for the fact that Rock Slide
Makes
hits
it
both.
the best rock type move in the game.
It does, except for the fact that it doesn't hit both Pokemon in it. But, like, you can only ask for so much. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm running Strength on Embor and Caracosta. Cut, incidentally, is a Grass-type move that I want to say is 55 power, 95% accurate. Fly is 100 power, 100 accurate, but still worse than frickin' Wing Attack. I'm sorry, what did you... Yeah, that is a Bouffalant.
Bouffalant.
You're probably going to high jump kick that. I'll bug buzz the Lightbird. Okay, you missed 3 times with that now.
Rip.
And you critted my Jitterbug. Yeah, this is going very well. They're getting a double KO right off the start.
Uh-oh.
And Chandelure is weak to Lightbird.
Yeah, it is.
And Liefert is fast and has Night Slash.
Sure do.
But it used it on me?
No.
Okay. Get rid of that thing, because, yeah, that's... You needed that. And I'll be faster than Bouffalant. Take down that hairy buffalo. Just barely not, which sucks. That's obviously, yeah. Okay, it's a double KO there because you've got the Life Orb and the Recoil, but it's just Chandelure versus two Pokemon. They're both weak to Chandelure, but I think we've
It's already
lost this.
cut its special attack.
No, it didn't.
off.
No, it did not. You missed the White Herb.
Oh, neat.
But they, of course, they both had Ghost-type moves. Well,
Womp womp.
absolutely not. Do I get any BP for that whatsoever?
Nope.
No.
This is classic battle facility rules, baby.
Yep. So let's see. I got 6, so I'm at 38. I need 10 more. Fuck. I still... They got stupid lucky with high jump... Because... What's high jump kick's accuracy?
I believe it's 90. Yeah, 90.
It missed... I want to say at least 3 times during that run, including that first turn. If high jump kick had hit the Bouffalant, and if the frickin' Liepard hadn't got a critical hit, both of which is luck hacks, we would have won.
Probably.
Oh well. Note that I could have save scummed and I didn't. I do want credit for not save scumming.
You do get it. That was very big.
Beartic, by the way, is also part fighting type. I'm not going to remember all of these type changes off the top of my head, but like Beartic being on screen reminded me of that. But yeah, now I need to run 3 more regulars, which I can't do in a row unless I do like 2 of this train and 1 of a different train. Which I could conceivably do. Like, I'm pretty sure that I can handle myself for 1 first run train by myself. You all trust me to do that, right?
Yeah.
It does seem like I'm going to be going for longer than my usual stream time, though. I was hoping to wrap this up with a nice battle against the subway bosses. Oh well. Okay, well this is obvious who our targets are going to be. You go after Axie with Icicle Crash, I go after Rufflet with Thunder. I mean, for variety's sake, I could take on, you know, one of the multi for this one of the single battle for just me, and then one of the double battle with just me. Huh, this is a more interesting one, but I'm gonna Bug Buzz. And then whatever you're going to do to the Tepig is still pure fire type, so Icicle Crash won't be neutral, but it's still just a frickin' Tepig. Alright, well, there's a reason why I'm using one. Man, that did a lot. That shouldn't have done a lot, mind you, but that did a lot. The things that I do for my Pokemon. By the way, did I tell you why I'm doing this, LG?
A Life Orb, correct?
Yes, I want one for my Mawile. In this game, Mawile has Sheer Force. Yeah, Sheer Force and Life Orb pair very well together, because you get rid of the recoil damage without getting rid of the 30% move buff.
Which I can only assume was a bug.
No, that's how it's behaved all the time.
Yeah, but, like... It's ridiculous.
I mean, technically you only get rid of the Life Orb damage if you're using a move with the secondary effect that's boosted by Sheer Force.
Which is why it's even weirder and more convincing to me that it's a bug they ran with.
So is Galvantula.
You sure are running with that bug.
I'm trying. I'm trying. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to finish off this run on this train. I'm going to go one train on the singles, one train on the standard doubles, not the multi-doubles. That'll give me what I need, plus one battle point in case I want, like, a... I don't know. And it'll mean that this isn't just like a tiny mini 1 hour episode. It'll go like at least an hour and a half. Probably a little longer. And LG, if you've got to go for it. I'm not going to work tomorrow, so the only things that I've got to do tomorrow are take my wife out shoe shopping, and then I'll be at my parents' house for dinner, because for us, the holiday starts around 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the evening. Which means there's going to be 2 days in there where I don't show up and do anything.
Nice.
Not nice. I just got a Switch 2. I want to play with it. Alright. Wasn't sure that that would be enough to take out the Golett, but... never underestimate Jitterbug's special attack, except against Pokemon like Garbodor. Pressure is just not a good... like, why would you get rid of Defiant on Pawniard? That makes none sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Pressure's just a bad ability.
By the way, starters have their hidden abilities available as a standard ability. So my Snivy is Contrary, and my... well, okay, I should say my Serperior is Contrary, and my Emboar is Adaptability. It's still 50-50 whether they get their standard, Overgrow, Torrent, or Blaze, but... So I did have to I did have to reset on this to get a contrary sniving.
Fair enough.
Also, all of the rich boys are named after various currencies. I've seen dollar, I've seen pound, this one was rupee. What the hell is this, Legend of Zelda?
I mean, those are... That is...
No, I know that's an actual currency. I'm not sure why they chose to use that particular currency as the one for Hyrule, but it is an actual real-life currency. Double bug, eh? Well, one of you resists ice, the other doesn't. Oh yeah, by the way, the gym leaders also always tend to have some kind of strategy. So Clay was Sandstorm, and his Excadrill had Sand Rush.
Well, of course.
And the reason that I have Rain Dance on Jitterbug is because Bryson was Hail. And he also had Frostlass and other Pokemon that benefited from Hail.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Ends battle at the end of Chargestone Cave is with all of the different Rotom types. Because you can catch Rotom in Chargestone Cave. The final two trainers in this game, I haven't looked at their teams in great detail. I've looked at their levels. We're talking like the post-game trainers, right? Have teams that are 5 Pokemon of level 95 and their ace is level 100.
Right.
Can you guess who those two trainers are, considering that this is basically Pokemon Black? And again, we're talking post-game.
Yeah, Cynthia.
Yep.
Yup. And... I guess Alda, maybe?
Yeah, the two champions.
Yeah,
like
that
the
makes
two
sense.
actual champions. Oh, hello, MCH. Did you catch on that I'm playing Blaze Black?
Yeah, I did. Just too little, too late.
No, it's not too little, too late. I'm going until I get all of the BP that I need, and I wiped out, so I still need 9 BP. So I'll be here for a bit yet.
Yeah,
no,
and we've only been doing it for like an hour, so...
Yeah, only a little
Gotcha.
over an hour. Basically,
So
since
what
I
part of
finished
the game
Apollo
are you at?
Justice. Oh, I'm just doing Battle Train. That's it. The Battle Subway.
Gotcha.
Because this
Gotcha.
was this was something where I ended last week. I still needed 16 BP, and
Gotcha.
I knew it wasn't going to be a full stream, so I figured Apollo Justice is over. And
What'd you think of the ending?
well, it was kind of abrupt, wasn't it?
Yeah. I still really enjoy it, though.
Like, guilty? Really? They gave me the power to declare my client guilty?
That's
How
for
could
the
I-
bad ending.
how
There's
could I
achievement
not
for
do that?
Too. There's an achievement for doing the bad ending.
I know
Yeah,
there
he
is.
found it.
I know there is. You know why I know there is? Because Snowy
'Cause you did
redeemed Snowy had a little goblin knows best, and LG, of course, redeemed it for that.
Of course.
I felt horrible. Like, I'm ashamed of all of us.
Well, that's what the point of the bad endings in these games are.
I know.
So, Now you can finally take your extended leave from Ace Attorney until you start 5 and 6.
No, I'm starting 5 immediately next week.
I thought you were gonna take your leave for a bit.
After 6.
Okay.
There's no reason for me to avoid meeting Athena Sykes. None.
Fair enough. But yeah, I will say, the DLC case from Dual Destinies is best played between case 2 and 3.
Yes, I believe Dawning will guide me as to the proper case orders.
Because it was originally released as a DLC, but it was best placed between case 2 and 3.
Yep.
Because you could just download it at any time and play it out aside from the main game, you know.
Yeah, I believe I already have it.
Because re-release. In Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, they do actually fix that and make the DLC a post-game case.
MCH, I will say, you didn't stick around very long for Apollo Justice, did you?
I told you I couldn't, because
No, I know you couldn't, but like, I think you may have stuck around long enough for me to hear me say that it was a perfectly normal, average, nothing had changed stream, correct?
No.
Oh, well, I said that and I was lying.
Why were you lying?
Because it was my first stream on my new Switch, too.
Oh shit, congrats!
I got it yesterday.
If you want to join my family's plan, if you ever want to play old classic games, you can.
Let's see. It so happened that I had a little bit more in my bank account than I thought I did. Plus, I assume that I'll be able to reimburse some of that with birthday money. Probably.
Well, you'd only have to pay once a year.
No, I don't mean the family plan. I mean the Switch 2 in the first place.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, on to the single train, where we mingle with single people.
But yeah, if you ever want the super duper expansion, just hit me up and I'll add you.
Let's consider that. But, yeah, I was not intending to get that for a while. I
remember.
Yeah, no, I got bored. That's actually what happened.
Fair enough. Hey, now you can play ZA at proper frame rate if you ever want to, which I know you don't.
Funny you should mention that.
You got it.
LG, you explain.
He played it. He don't like it.
I figured.
Yeah. The combat system is as bad as I saw it being. Like...
I disagree. The combat system is the best part of the game for me.
The cooldown time between moves? No thank you. The complexity of the controls? No thank you. Now again, LG is correct. This is me being a simpleton when it comes to gaming and controls, but it's not like Pokemon should have complicated controls.
You're saying that as if Final Fantasy hasn't done the cooldown timer since FF4 on Super Nintendo.
That's Final Fantasy. Is Pokemon Final Fantasy? No.
But the point of Legends is an experiment, to be fair.
I mean, yes. And as long as they don't start leaking this stuff into main series, I will be fine with it.
Yeah, I agree there. Because, like, the Legends series is meant to be experimental, and I'm fine with it being experimental as long as the main series stays the main series.
But yeah, no, I haven't actually gotten all that far in it because I was having some technical issues last night. Well, first of all, I got it in, like, mid to late afternoon yesterday, and I'll be relaying this for the third time tonight, but when I first got... When my wife saw me coming in with that Amazon package, she confiscated it from me and told me, you can't have this until you finish your chores.
Fair enough.
Not only did I finish my chores, I also cleaned my... Actually, you know that I was cleaning my Lego room yesterday.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
You told me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, as far as EA's battle system, that's like the one thing people really like about the game, even the haters of the game. So
No, I hate it.
I know,
I'm not saying that just to be a hater.
I know, I'm just saying it's like general consensus, you know. Even the haters of the game like the battle system.
No, it's bad. I don't like it. Did that person really start with a Boulder and then go to Roggenrola?
Yes.
What an idiot.
But yeah, like...
Their genius strategies are beyond your mortal comprehension.
Okay, to be fair, the Roggenrola had Sturdy, but then it got paralyzed at 1 HP. So it still didn't get to do anything.
Even the best galaxy-brained strategies can be defeated with luck.
Yeah, that's kind of how I lost in that battle 2 before the frickin' subway boss.
Yeah, you sure did.
Frickin'.
Yeah, like...
Normally, I'm the one who's lucky.
I've just mentioned general consensus for that reason, you know.
No, I get, like, a lot of times I understand. I am not the guy who agrees with general consensus. Then again,
Yeah.
I've never been one to do anything that the military approves of anyway.
I get that joke.
Okay, Pidove,
Yeah.
fine, you weaken the damage. That's still a Thunder from a fully evolved Galvantula. Good night.
I think the issue is... more that you... It's just your opinion at the end of the day.
Right, and
that's the
my...
dude.
Right, and my opinion is very much colored by my general lack of... So, the thing that I've said before, right? I never had, growing up, I never had my own console, right? I never had the N64, I never had the GameCube, I never had, you know, the Wii, I never had, you know, any of that stuff. You know, the SNES. I would always go over to my friends' houses to play those, which meant that I really, the classic controller or the more complicated, like, I was playing around on the Game Boy for a while. And the DS after that. And that was when I was bothering to do things that weren't computer-based. Right? Again, the biggest things that I still play are things like Star Trek Armada or Civilization 3, or the humongous entertainment games, which...
Those are more pointing plays.
Right. But, like, never really doing things that have finicky controls or, you know, whatever. And even in my video gaming experience, it's mostly been Pokemon for a while. Because as I've said, you know, prior to when I started streaming Breath of the Wild against my will, I have a finite amount of time. And, you know, yes, there's a lot of games out there. Yes, there may be things that I might miss that I might enjoy. But if I only have a finite amount of relaxation time, I want to spend it playing a game or, you know, playing a franchise that more often than not has had good games.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It's just that in the case of, like, part of why I don't like Legends Arceus is the reasons you don't like the ZA battle system, because I do not like Legends Arceus' battle system or catching mechanics.
I'm not advocating on behalf of a return to the Legends Arceus battle system. Agile style, strong style, screwing with the turn order to the point where it really didn't seem like turn order mattered. No, none of that. That was all... Okay, here's the biggest thing that I think is bullshit about the combat system, is that you actually have to specifically be targeting a Pokemon.
Okay, that I'll agree with, but not for the reasons you might. It's more accessibility. Because, like, some people might not have the ability to press the ZR button and begin with because they have no middle finger or whatever.
I mean, if you're in a trainer battle specifically, right? Like I kind of understand it if you're in a you know, a wild area and there's multiple Pokemon or whatever, like, I understand why you should probably specify which Pokemon you're going to attack. It's the same thing if you were fighting a double or a triple battle. But if you're in a one-on-one trainer battle, there's no reason why you should have to hit the ZR button perpetually.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly just to facilitate dashing and rolling.
Both of those I don't do. Since when do I ever dodge any attack?
Well, to be fair, if you ever get to the Zygar or Mega Rai fight, those are even harder than the RTS fight.
Yeah,
in the previous
why
game.
do you think I'm not looking forward? Like, I've seen what this game has in store for me.
Because like the RTS fight is tough, and the Mega Rayquaza fight's even tougher. So.
Well, I don't know about the Mega Rayquaza. I believe is
You know,
DLC.
honestly, I found Rayquaza pretty easy.
You're lucky then, LG, because all the comments online and all the streams I've watched have the same consensus of this fight's bullshit.
I mean, I still think the Arceus battle is bullshit.
Yes, and that one I can agree with. But like a lot of people say the Zygar and Mega Rai fights are bullshit, similarly to Arceus.
I don't know.
Doesn't
I
help
think that's
that
just
in
the
Mega
issue.
Rai's fight case, you're on a time limit, it's a two-phase fight, and you get no checkpoints.
Okay, see, that one I haven't seen because that's DLC, but I've seen the final battle of ZA. So, I watch other PokeTubers.
Yeah.
That should come as no surprise. And M&J TV did one, you know, did one of their Team Sky episodes for ZA, and I'm like, okay, there's actual significant lore that tends to drop for this whole story arc in basically every single one of these. I can't just skip this one and then hope that I just, you know, and hope to actually know what's going on in the next one. So I watched it.
Anyway, like, my point is that like the DLC fight against Mega Rai is basically the Zygar fight on even more steroids because of the time limit. Oh yeah, and if you lose, you have to remake the donut you used to make it, which is why more people just reload their save using the backup save feature.
I don't know what that means, and I don't want to know what that means. I don't know if I'm going to be getting DLC for this one.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't either.
Especially if you're not enjoying the main game, the DLC.
Hey, it does in
is
Persona
great.
5, Jay. It does in P3 and P4, though.
I mean, let's be fair. I had to try it. I really did. At the end of the day,
Yeah, fair enough. Give it a
Fair
shot,
enough.
see if you like it. Worst that happens is you just never play it again.
I'll give it the same shot that I gave X and Y. I will say, what's her name? Tawny or Tawny or whatever?
Honey or Bane, depending on the gender you chose at the start.
Tawny, then.
Yeah.
I don't always play as the girl, you know. The whole reason that I'm playing as the girl in this one is because I'd already played legitimate Pokemon Black as the guy. The reason that I'm playing Ultra Sun as the girl is because I started the game. That's the wheel encounter game, and I started that with the gender spin for my own character's gender.
Makes sense. Yeah, I don't like the DLC for ZA as much as others do. Some people like it, some people don't. It defines a DLC.
I mean,
I'm personally
honestly...
don't like it.
Oh wait, I want to go home. Turn Nimbasa. I kind of like the fact that Legends Arceus didn't have DLC. it was good as a standalone game. I feel like Z-A should have been the same as RCS. But
It almost was. The DLC was basically a post-game story anyways.
alright, so where's the double train?
Which is kind of how I feel DLC should be done in the first place, is like post-game stuff.
Delicious toast. Oh, sorry, you said post-game, not toast game.
Yes. But you get the point, right?
Yes.
Like, set it after the events of the main game. That's what ZA's DLC did. That's what Gen 8 and 9's DLC did.
Wait, hold on. How do I only have 44?
They get the point, right?
No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
There's chaos and shenanigans afoot.
I finally get to be here when LG's here. But speaking of LG, are you free sometime this next week?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh! Did the single subway only give me 2 points instead of 3? That might have been
Yes.
it. Damn it! So that means that I need 2 more well, at this point I need 2 more runs no matter what. This sucks.
Huh, that's... They must have changed that in Blaze Black?
I don't know.
If I recall, there is a BP diminishing returns mechanic for both this and the Battle Institute.
I mean, all I need is 48. That's all I need.
Well, because according to Bulbapedia, it should be 3, 3, then 10.
For all of them, right?
Yeah, it doesn't... It doesn't
Weird.
list any exceptions.
Because that's the only
Weird.
reason I can think of why I ended up with 44.
Either way, maybe I accidentally spent some.
Oh no, wait, never mind. I think we're fine. I think I'm just being stupid. Probably, maybe, who knows. Oh well.
My only
there's-
guess is that you spent some.
I did not. No, I've
Oh
specifically
wait, you're
not.
right. 3 times 11, I think.
No, 3 times 11 is
no.
33.
Yeah, 3 times 14. 12. 3 times 12.
Is 36.
Yeah.
There's no, it's 42 is what you're looking for, but there were a couple of runs in there that had 10. Because I actually
Oh.
managed to beat the subway bosses. So I think I'm actually fine. I think I just miscalculated.
That makes sense. Yeah, we all do that. You saw me just do that, so.
Yeah. Hey,
Anyway,
I'm
the
off
point
work for the
is
week.
that-
I don't have to have my math brain intact.
Anyway, my point is that with... But yeah, ZA does have a ability to reload a backup save, which is what a lot of people do for the DLC, just to get min-max on Shiny Hunting or retry the Mega Ride fight.
Well, I found not a shiny. I found an alpha Ralts like shortly before I started streaming this evening, which was fun.
Yeah. I'm just saying is that like there is a backup save mechanic that will be necessary for the DLC.
But I won't be using the
Only
DLC.
if you're
Like,
bad at it.
Not even if you're bad at it, a lot of people do it to reset donut trades for shiny hunting purposes.
are you my mummy? Sorry, I was asking Beyond asked that question.
Yes,
Okay.
and just like her, I'm leaving you.
No, that's Lamiror.
I do need to leave though. Have a fantastic evening.
Alright, well,
LG.
thank you for sticking by, LG. So, this shouldn't be going too much longer, probably.
I was watching another stream after Dad's friends left. I just didn't realize they switched the Blaze back.
No, it's... Yeah, I ended Apollo Justice, and I'm like, well, I've still got, like, an hour... I've still got over an hour. What can I do in about an hour? Well, silly me, I thought that I'd actually finish this within an hour or so.
Yeah.
It's all good. Not going to work tomorrow.
Yep.
And this way you and I actually do get to hang out this week.
Yeah. I have another friend I was going to do a Wednesday stream with.
Yeah, so it works out just
the
fine.
The same one I was just watching before I came in here, so it works out.
Yeah. Everything ends up the way it needs to end up. And Dawning doesn't have competition for her... More accurately, I don't have competition for my Wednesday night stream, because let's be fair, everyone likes her better than they like me.
That's because she's a little goblin.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah. I will say the ZA battle system was... Both Legends games battle systems were heavily inspired by Final Fantasy games. Because the one from Legends Arceus is inspired by FF10, and the one from Legends ZA was inspired by the same one used from 4 to 9, plus 12.
Oy. See, this is why I don't like it. I've never played... I have never, ever played any Final Fantasy game. And it's not Final Fantasy's fault, but... I've just never had the desire to.
Yeah, and it's the cooldown mechanic specifically, where because starting from FF4, they had this thing called ATB, which is basically turn-based but action-based in a weird intermediate. You have your turns to take, but it has a little bar that cools down after you take your turn. When that bar fills up, you can take it again.
Oh!
And the actions you do during your turn affect how long the cooldown will be.
You know what I do miss from Legends Arceus?
What?
I miss status conditions getting removed between battles.
Okay, I agree there.
That was a good decision.
I do feel it makes more sense in the battle zones of ZA, but to have it linger between battles, because that's like the whole point of the battle zones, is a gauntlet to determine who's the best trainer.
I suppose that's fair. Fair.
But it doesn't need to exist outside wall of the battle zones. Like when you're just randomly waffling about Lumios,
Mm-hmm.
I still enjoyed it a lot more than Arceus, and I would go as far to say it's the most pure unadulterated fun I've had with a Pokemon game since probably Vanilla Sun and Moon.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Seriously though,
it was like the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in 10 years at that point, so...
As much as I grump on people all the time, it was kind of inevitable that I would get I mean, it was inevitable that I would get a Switch too, because eventually Pokemon games would not be available on regular old Switch anymore.
And we'll see that next year with Wind and Waves.
I mean, we already saw that with Pokopia.
Yeah.
But it was essentially just a matter of time until that happened. But as far as Legends Z-A goes, I don't know. Like, again, just literal boredom drove me to that decision. And I will probably continue playing it. I will see if I can play it to the end of the main game. But
They're gonna give it on a shake at least.
yes, I will give it a fair shake. Because I guess it deserves it.
Just a matter of perspective at the end of the day, as we've talked about before.
Right. Alright, now the real question y'all should be asking is, who are you and what have you done with the real me?
Remember how I mentioned how XY got the vindicated by history treatment? ZA is a big part of that. Because a lot of people that like XY like ZA as well for expanding on what XY could have been.
I mean, if anything, if ZA makes Kalos look good, to me it'll make XY objectively worse, because if it could have been like this, why wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just giving you the perspective of, like, people that like the game, or
Sure.
like Kalos. Because, like, to be fair, I don't hate Kalos. I would actually put it in my top 5 gens, but that's just it, top 5. That means it's upper half, you know.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'd put it as, just region-wise, if we're going purely based on the region, second worst region.
I would say region-wise is actually the best, because that's the most diverse landscapes.
No. So, it's so bad. Doesn't take advantage of itself. Just not good.
I think diverse landscapes are what appeal to me in the region more, and XY had that in space.
It had some.
Not even some. You had the coastal area, the mountain area, the ice area, the haunted area, Lumios itself. Like, there was a lot of different areas.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of that stuff in other regions, too.
Yes, and that's why I like the regions that have all those. But like a lot of that stuff, a lot of this stuff in, say, because like Sinnoh was mainly just mountains and snow, whereas Hoenn was mainly just water and tropical areas.
Alola was good, though.
Alola, I don't agree with, because it has like 3 unique areas, and one of them is the last island, and another is the Aether Paradise.
I mean, the Aether Paradise is good, but it does have a surprising variety of locations. Now, it's oversimplifies some of them, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't appreciate the fact that I can't actually go wandering in the volcano, but
Especially since you could do that in other games in the series.
you could. Yes, you absolutely could.
Hoenn,
Mount Chimney.
not just Mount Chimney, but also like
Stark
if you want to
Mountain?
get technical, there was the one Mount Stark Mountain.
Yeah. Reversal Mountain, or whatever that is in Black 2 White 2.
Yeah.
Like, I give Gen 6 a lot of credit. You know that. One thing that I will give it credit for is that it has what I consider to be the last halfway decent and well thought out dungeon.
That's the power plant.
The Reflecting Cave, actually.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree there. Because that had a cool gimmick of the trainer seeing you in the mirrors.
Yeah, and actually utilizing the mirrors to progress in the train. Or, not in the train. I'm on the train. No, in the cave. Like, that was the last good-looking and well-thought-out dungeon in any Pokemon game.
Hey, other than the whatever the fuck the mines were in Gen 8, like, that's not even a dungeon, that's just a straight line.
No, yeah, that's just a cave with some aesthetics.
and one off happen the second one when you get a Lena's trainer card.
Yeah, basically. And then don't even get me started about Ultra Mega Hallway.
God, that place could have had so much more potential because it's like it's supposed to be a metropolis and in a different dimension.
Yeah, and they'd already done the Distortion World like 3 generations earlier with less powerful equipment.
And not only that, but that wasn't a metropolis. That was just an alternate dimension.
Right. But it's a similar concept of things that they could have done or applied to the new, to the Ultra Mega dimension.
Yeah. Hell, even in ZA's DLC, they thought that out better, because ZA's DLC revolves around an alternate dimension version of Kalos based off the subconscious of Pokemon and people there.
Huh. That seems kind of interesting.
They basically ripped it wholesale from Persona. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of how you and Jay were sort of describing it.
But the point is that it's still more interesting than whatever the fuck the Ultra Mega Obelisk was, you know?
Yeah, no, that's kind of a given. And again, it really is an instance of missed potential.
Especially in a game that otherwise realizes potential, because I love Sun and Moon, but Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon kind of missed a lot more.
Yeah, Ultra Sun, I like the expanded decks, I like the Rainbow Rocket.
I like the expanded decks, I like the early game better, and I like Rainbow Rocket.
But that's about it.
I also like being able to get totems on your team.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. I have to decide which one I'm getting from Hee Hee Beach. What encounter I'm getting from that.
But it does not excuse making the story infinitely worse.
No, the story was trash. And I'm not
how do you justify a literal child abuser as that was the main villain in the previous game?
Yeah, they keep her freezing Pokemon in place, and yet she's supposed to be a kind of good guy? Well, they also keep her being the child abuser, too, which is even weirder.
Oh yeah, but Gladion still loves with Tylenol because on that full stuff.
Which doesn't make as much sense if she wasn't being as abusive or as whatever. Nothing makes sense in the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon story.
Oh yeah, but somehow he knows Mon still is there and finds jogging his memories, but gives up on him, relieves him to his new life, where he's happy again. Which is given her whole motivation, the first game was to find Mon. It's bittersweet, but it didn't need to be there, you know. Her knowing Mon is still alive is bittersweet if you know the original game's plot, then why is it even there?
Now that's the question.
Because in that game's plot, realistically, you wouldn't even know that detail, you know. You get the point.
Yes.
However, I do like how basically, even though I do like in the original game where Gladion becomes the new April Foundation president to reform it.
Yeah, that's definitely something nice.
And it's implied that that's the canon version, Jenny, considering this fourth Titanol that got leaked in to Macrocosmos, probably via Rose and Pablo collaborator or some bullshit, you know? But either way, Either way, Gladion apparently knows Leon, according to Jenny's stuff in the post game. Which makes sense that both leaders of Major Corps by that point, you know?
Yes, they would be.
Also, it's so funny how Penny is canonically Peony's other daughter.
Oh my god. when that was revealed in Scarlet Violet DLC,
It was
I was
actually
like,
alluded to in the main game too.
well, it was, but like it was specifically mentioned. I was like, you know, for some reason that possibility never occurred to me, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's like an overbearing father, a sister who is very outgoing, and in the Masters they mentioned she's an honor student from another region.
Well,
All
that's
that
in
adds
Masters.
together. Well, in Masters she mentions being British specifically.
Well, again, but that's Masters. Consider that the only thing that I had seen was
Area Zero, which mentions all except other region stuff.
yeah,
It all adds together though.
Right, it still had never occurred to me, though, until it was explicitly said, and I was like, you know what? That actually makes sense.
Yeah, and that's also why you know Penny tested Macrocosmos defenses for Elena at some point.
Probably, yeah.
Much like most real-life hackers do.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, she probably got chipped off by her uncle for it or something too. Before he turned himself in for trying to cause the end of the world.
Yeah, well, he deserves to turn himself in for that.
Yeah. He was
Stupid.
such a stupid villain. When
No,
Leon's the smart one, you done goofed.
Yeah, no. Rose, I've said, you know I've said this before, but the stupidest person in any Pokemon game ever is Rose.
And this is coming from the same series where two people wanted to fuck up the environment just because they thought it would benefit people or Pokemon more.
Yeah. At least there was some quote-unquote logic to what they were doing.
Yeah. Or, again, the same series where some guy wanted to genocide the human race just to keep it beautiful and stop it. In a moment in time or something, you know?
Yeah, no, Lysander doesn't make any sense, but he's intelligent.
For better or worse.
For better or worse, like...
He knows how to keep a public face,
Yes.
And then his plan was all about preserving the aspects of quote unquote beautiful aspects of humanity, just so that all the issues with the world are suddenly gone.
Right,
Which
his goal was technically not a bad one.
He just went about the wrong way because genocide's not the answer.
Right.
And like that's part of why this team and ZA is actually so important. Because he has a Trubbish on his team now. He realizes the world isn't all beautiful, but that's fine.
Well, I haven't gotten that far, but yeah, no, I suppose that would be something interesting as a minor detail. And, you know, again, they do minor detail stuff and make it important at times. So yeah, it's 100% something that they probably did on purpose.
Yeah. Also, I still know how his left eye became a Sharingan.
Because he nearly died.
probably...
My guess is it has something to do with
reason.
taking a direct blast from the ancient weapon, but I don't try to deal with Kalos lore because it gives me a headache.
Yeah. Either way, it's still funny that became the story card. You know.
I'll see that if and when I see that. If it's in the main game, I will potentially see that.
Main game, post game, though.
Fair enough. Like I said, I'm gonna try to give this thing a try.
Yep.
Might as well, since I've
Yeah,
got nothing better to do.
It's so weird how the good writing in the series seems to come every other gen, though. Ever since Gen 5.
Yeah, because Gen 6 was bad. Gen 7 Sun and Moon was good. Gen 8 was... Dear God, why?
Gen 9 is good, despite the other issues of the game.
And yeah, Gen 9 has fantastic writing. I think we can all agree with that.
Like, I get Gen 4. I always say Gen 4 is the actual first plot, not black and white.
It specifically in Platinum, yes.
Yeah, specifically Platinum. But also after Black to White 2, they just can't make up their minds on plot.
They can't. Oh well.
They had 3 games in a row, if you discount the remakes of Heart Gold to Silver, which did its best with the story, but it's still a remake of an older game, you know?
Right.
Like, they still had 3 new games in a row that had told fantastic stories, and then after that, it's just like, what?
Yeah. Gen 6 had potential, but was bad.
As did Gen 8.
Yeah. Gen 7, they got it right the first time, then screwed with it too much for Ultra. Like, I think even they realized that Lusamine crossed a line that should never have been crossed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of guessing, because she really kind of did. But that's what made her such an interesting...
evil wild villain for a series normally lighthearted.
Right, that's what made her a very interesting character.
Same for Getsus. And Getsus keeps that Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, whereas Lusamine doesn't.
Okay, but, like, Getsus... Okay, the way to kind of sort of describe this might be like the distinction between Voldemort and Umbridge.
Oh, God! We're going there tonight. Say what you will about J.K. Rowling.
Well,
yeah.
Again, in my case, and I realize that this is a luxury some people don't have, but in general, I separate the art and the creation from the artist, because a lot of artists and creators out there have views that I think are god-awful. And if I wasn't allowed to enjoy things from those artists, I wouldn't be allowed to enjoy anything, really.
Yeah.
And the other thing being, like, if Volkswagen can recover from it literally being a brand created by the Nazis, But anyway, like, again, it's the difference between an over-the-top, genocidal maniac villain versus one that you may actually encounter in your real life.
Yeah. And, or like Grindelwald, for another example from that same series, because the Fantastic Beasts films were trying to portray him as the more fascist to Voldemort's, you know, terrorist.
Well, but, like, regardless, the bottom line is, Lusamine might be like a complete and total psychopath, and obviously there are parts of her character that you would never encounter, period. But like, you can't. Unfortunately, abusive parents exist.
Is a real life line.
Right. It's a real life thing. It's a lot of what she does, and that kind of obsessive behavior is something that is realistic outside of a fantasy setting, whereas Getsis cannot exist outside of a fantasy setting.
He could theoretically, but that's a different story.
Maybe, probably not, though. Like, his biggest thing is... I mean, okay, it would be kind of like him trying to dismantle all of the nukes in the world so that he would be the only one with nukes.
Yeah.
But that's still not...
It's not realistic, but his plan was about... His plan was still basically about becoming a dictator.
Yes. Which, again, can potentially exist, but it's not... It's still one of those over-the-top and extremely lofty sort of goals, even if it is potentially translatable into real life. Versus something that... Versus
no
something
one
that's...
saying would try that.
Well, yeah.
Especially not the psychological manipulation required to raise such a kid.
Yeah, no. Because he has that abusive and he has the abusive and manipulative parent component, while also having the over-the-top supervillain component.
Yeah,
right.
He's more like a Truman Show type abusive parent.
Right. Lusamine is just an abusive parent, which I don't mean to minimalize. Like, what I'm saying is, people will relate to it more because it's a more realistic thing. I'm not just for clarification, and this isn't to you, MCH, this is to the audience. I am not trying to minimalize it. I'm just trying to say, this is where they're coming from, and probably why they toned her down as opposed to also toning down Getsis.
Yeah.
I don't think she needed to be toned down, though, but...
I don't, because it ties into Sun Moon's themes about parenting and nurturing bonds more.
Yes.
Like, even superficially, Guzma was a parent to all Team Skull. And Kukui was a parent to the League.
No, there's nothing superficial about Guzma being the parent of Team Skull. That is very explicit.
Yeah. I'm talking more about, like, Kukui being a parent to the new league he's trying to create as well.
Fair. Damn it, I forgot about the trick room.
Just like that is technically a very big part of Gen 7, at least is what it means to be a parent, more or less.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, Guzma became a parent to Team Skull because his own dad was a piece of shit.
Yeah, his own dad wasn't so great. Oh, right, you still have 2 Pokemon. I hope this doesn't end with me choking. I'd be mad.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting.
Yes, it really is.
But yeah, like... I still think Rainbow Rocket had actually good writing, though, compared to the rest of Ultra.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like they would have, or I feel like they wanted to include it in Sun and Moon, especially since it was the 20th anniversary game, and they just didn't, because they hadn't quite finished it yet.
Not only that, but Lusamine being part of the whole conspiracy to begin with.
Yeah, it would have made more sense. I don't know. Regardless, I think this is it. I think finally, with the defeat of this Mind Shao, I think that was battle number 7. Yes.
Yeah, it's just interesting to think about.
Yeah, no, of course. A lot of things in life, and certainly themes of Pokemon games and what they're looking for in, you know, again, story potential.
Yeah, because like XY's point, supposedly according to interviews, was about the meaning of an X and Y axis.
Yeah,
where,
as you've said before, like random encounters in life and all that kind of thing. But it really
it only
doesn't
makes
come
more
across
sense in
as
ZA
such.
where you have all these different groups meet up. It makes a
Yeah.
lot more sense in ZA than XY itself.
Yep. And now, at long last, I have 50 BP.
Yeah, it's just interesting to think about. Like, I like talking about thematics and stuff.
You know what the worst part about this is? There probably is a Life Orb hidden somewhere, or is an actual item somewhere in this game, and I probably didn't need to exert all this effort.
Probably.
Oh well! I did it. What am I gonna do about it? I don't know. But I did it.
GG.
Yep. Now I'm gonna fly back to Isurus, and those who weren't around for my stream tonight will just assume that I'm beginning exactly where I ended last time. A couple weeks ago. They will be none the wiser. But alright, that's 2 not quite full, but decent-sized streams, or decent-length streams, in one night. I'm satisfied with how this worked out.
Same. I got to chat with you and LG for a bit, but also, before you go, I would like to say I've been streaming again.
Oh, very
today.
good.
Yeah, I've been streaming with Scarlet Sky as co-host now.
Excellent. No, I'm glad you're getting back up on the... Well, I wouldn't quite call it a horse.
No one's showing up often, but that's because most of the time when I stream, people are at work.
That would do it, yeah. If you've got hours that are a little bit off. Well, give it a try. Hopefully, you pick up an audience. Otherwise...
I don't care about audience much anymore anyways, but yeah.
Fair. Let's see. Give that to Wanda, because that was the whole reason that I did what I did.
Just for me to play my backlog, really.
Sure.
Which I don't care about my backlog much, because I got a bajillion games thanks to being a retro collector. But the ones I do want to finish, I will consider. Like the ones I actually say, yeah, I need to finish this, you know?
Yep. But with that, we are rapidly coming to a close, and honestly, it's after midnight my time, so I'm pretty sure nobody's really watching anymore. But if you liked tonight's streams, I will be uploading both of them to my Twitch channel, to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, though, there's my Twitch channel. Normally I go live Monday and Wednesday evenings. This week it's just Monday, so I will not be going live on Wednesday. Monday evening next week will be the start of Ace Attorney 5, and then Blaze Black will be back at its normal time on this upcoming Wednesday. Not this upcoming, the next Wednesday. As I had been saying, though, if you only caught part of tonight's stream, you can catch them both on my YouTube channel over there, where I will be adding the finale to Ace Attorney 4, and then this will be added to my Blaze Black playlist. MCH has said that he is starting to stream as well, so check him out over there when he goes live. Follow him, and even if you can't catch his streams live, I'm sure the videos or the VODs remain for at least a little while, so give them some
Nope,
support.
I don't keep VODs,
Oh.
so...
Never
I don't
mind
keep
then.
VODs because I don't want the MCA.
Fair enough. But still, show MCH support if you can. I also go live on Bulba Garden over there. I will be back at my normal time this upcoming Sunday, so that's 8:30 in the morning on Sunday, not 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, but I had to go to synagogue, such was life. There are other excellent streamers on the Bulba Garden channel, such as CapsFan and Dawning Winds, and Mochi and Abby. And Archaic's going to be back streaming there relatively soon as well. So, excellent channel full of lots of fun different Pokemon streams. Caps can be found on his channel over there. Dawning, if she ever goes live on her own channel, which she hasn't in a while, can be found also over there. Alright, that's going to do it for me for today. So, as always, I am Maniacal Engineer, and I'm never going to give you up, never going to let you down. Thank you all for watching, and God bless this mess.